Hello, my beautiful creative friends. How are you today? I'm excited today because I'm going to create a very quick and easy art journal page. I actually created this one while I was away recently. I took a week off at the cottage with my family, and I took only a few supplies, and you can watch that video at the end. I'm going to link it at the end, where you can see me going through what I took with me on this travel journey and what I created. And this one I created without a video. I do have another one where I actually have a video. I actually have a video of the other page that I made, but this one was super easy. I was just playing around with some rub-ons, and I just basically started creating. So I was just really excited to just take these with me. These are 49 in Market, and they're just so easy to just basically taking everywhere. It's really easy to just take it along with you anywhere you go. So and this particular set is beautiful. It's called Spectrum Sherbet. Okay, try saying that 5 times in a row. And I did it in this color, but because I have one sheet of each, I might not be able to recreate it in the same color, but I'm going to show you what's in it. Okay, so they're both exactly the same. One of them is in blues and greens, and the other one is in the oranges and pink. So let me just go. So these are the ones, this is like the main paper that it comes with, so you can actually see what's in it. Okay. It comes with butterflies of both colors. So I love butterflies, and as you can see, I've used quite a few of these. So that's the same thing. It also comes with these. So these are the ones I used right here. So I don't have doubles of this color. So whatever I do in this color is basically the same what I did here, but I'm just going to use blues and greens today because I don't have the other one. And you can find all the links to all the the description in the description below, or Susan can put them up. So you see here is where I rubbed on. This is the same exact sheet. Okay, so I just used the ones already. So I'm going to use these first. There's also some sentiments that come with it. So, and there is like these, like they look like, I don't know, chevrons. Okay, and even this one that looks like little beads and stars, and I mean, this all comes in one package, and they're not very expensive, so you can like get so much done out of them. And here's the one with sentiments here. So, and I must say they're super easy to use. And what I like doing is I usually like either cutting around them, or you can just kind of lift a little bit. So in this case, I think it should be okay to just kind of lift it all up. Just you want to be careful that it doesn't get stuck to anything. And what I did is I'm going to put this one right here in the corner. And this is going to be kind of I'm building my composition. And it's super easy to do. All you do is just kind of rub the design onto any type of paper. This can be done on cards, art journals, basically anything. And I'm building the composition in a way that this one will be in this direction. Okay, so if that makes sense. And I'm even going to add a few of these splatters. So I can like go all the way here. I want these splatters as well, since they fit perfectly, because I want to create movement as I'm going up. And I'm going to lift. So if something does not stick, you can always go back, but they also transfer so easily. It's not even funny. Okay. So there is the one on the bottom. And now I want to put one on the other side, because my composition is kind of moving this direction. And this one I'm going to put in this direction, going this way. Okay. And what I like about this is that you can move the rub-ons in any direction. This little sticks comes with it. So you can basically create it in any way you want. You can put it in any direction. And I'm actually even going to add more than what I added in my original one to really show you that you can do so much with them. And one package really goes a long way, because I honestly have used these so much, and there's still so much left in the packaging. Now, the blue ones are one package, and and the orange ones are a different package. But you can see how easy was it to build this composition. Now I want to add a little bit more here. Let me just see. Oh, this is in this direction. So I just want to kind of build up a little bit here. And I can use a little bit of this design as well to kind of create this. So you don't even need stamping for it because, I mean, she has, Janine, who's the owner of 49 and Market, she has like great designers working. So it's basically like she does like a really good job, like kind of designing things that will match together. Let me go here a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of this one here. So, and that's what I love about these, that you can create a page really quickly. As I said, you could even take these on a plane. So my travel, the way I didn't go on a plane. I went to a cottage up north. So we drove in a car. So I could take more things with me, which I did. And you can see in that video. However, you could easily take these on a plane. Like easily, you know, like it's just, they just fit in a little folder. You could make like little cards on the plane, right? So I really like this design going back and forth. I want to add a few more splatters. So let's see, kind of going up this way. So yeah, so this is like, oh yeah, like that. And I have some of this kind of sitting here. I don't want to waste. I don't like wasting any of the designs. So I can easily just add more. I sometimes don't know how to stop. And you don't need to prep your page or anything. It's basically just adding and rubbing. That's why they're called rub-ons. I mean, I don't know when you guys started crafting, but does anybody remember having rub-ons like 20 years ago? And I started, these were big in scrapbooking. So we used to like use them a lot to create texture on things. Oh, okay. So you see, there we go. So I did this and it's very similar to this one. Sorry, as you can see. Yeah, I even added more in this. Now I could also like kind of find, I really like this one, which I never used in the first one, but I do want to add a few. So imagine having it all already like these splatters, but with script. So I thought, we could like add this carefully here. So maybe one like this. Okay. Okay. Let's see carefully. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, that's nice. And I like this one with the script a lot. So you can create like your own designs. You can kind of put them on together and look how cool that looks, like one on top of another. I really like that. And I think I need a few of these here. So they're just really beautiful. So if you have never, yeah, I agree. I like the rub-ons better than the transfers that you wet. They're much easier to use, I find as well. And I have to say that the quality of the 49 in Market rub-ons is amazing. I keep on buying them because they're so good to like use for art journaling. Honestly, they're like the best thing. So here we go. I just did like literally how quickly I did this. I mean, you could imagine this even on a, how do you call this? On a, what am I trying to say? On a card. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So it would even look really good with like stitches. Let's see. What else do I want to add? Oh, yeah. I added a few of like the chevrons. So let me just put those as well. So for example, I could use like a little bit of the chevron kind of to give movement, upward movement. And sometimes I like to just kind of, but I'll try to do it without it. I'm going to try and, hold on, put it like this. I don't want it to kind of stick onto anything. So this is a good one to do. And what I like about these is that they also have the stitched areas. like the stitched little, like almost looked like it was stitched by a machine, but it also has like the chevron with the colors, the matching colors. So let's see. Sometimes when I'm really close to the edge, it doesn't always transfer. So, oh, there's good. Oh, that's nice. And let me just move this a little bit closer. Like I think I was too close to the edge and it wasn't transferring. You need to have like a surface, like a paper underneath it. Honestly, there's a huge and amazing investment, the 49 and Market ones. They really look amazing. Like you can build so much with them. I don't just say it. I honestly bought every single one, purchased them myself because I really felt that they are a huge addition to my art journal. Oh, there we go. You see how I did that? Now you see there's some pink here. I'm going to be covering that soon. I just wanted to first add the actual rub-ons. Now I'm going to protect my page like this so you can use the paper. The paper there is like non-stick paper, so that works well. Okay, let's see. I want to add this rub-on here. The quality is, yeah, the quality of the rub-on is nice. So you can actually create a mixed media project without any wet mediums, although I did say I was going to use 3 products today. So definitely, this is the first product, but I am going to use some wet mediums because I want to show you how to put it together, okay? But I just want to first add all the different things that I want. Like, so for example, the chevrons and the different designs, okay? Okay, and that pink kind of leaked from somewhere else, and that's okay. Oh, I really like this. Okay, so I added some chevrons, and it would even look nice if I did some stitches, just because I want to show you how they look like, not because I specifically need them. I have them in my cart, and one of their washi tape need to click on place order. Yeah, I know. Their washi tapes are amazing too. I'll show you. It's really cool. Their washi tapes actually have fabric tapes as well. And that's cool. I actually got some of those. Okay. Okay, hold on. And hold on. Oh my God, look at the stitches. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, so as you can see, I'm giving you more than what I did in the other one because honestly, I really wanted those stitches. So there we go. Oh my God, that looks so good. All right, so now, yeah, you can get them in both. There's so many different colors, but this one came in both. I think it came in both the dark and the light. So both in the cool and the warm colors. Oh my gosh, so cool. The stitches look so good. I wish I would have. I think I'll probably go back after and add this. I mean, this was the orange one that you see. I was creating it at the cottage. So it was whenever it was raining, I would create it. So it wasn't, I didn't have that much always time to finish it. But now that I see this, oh my gosh, I want to add it. Yeah. So look how cool that is. It really looks like stitches. So that's so cool. Okay, I like that. What else I did? So what I did, as you can see, I mean, first I added like a page. Now I want to show you something funny. I wasn't paying attention even during, like, I actually created my journal backwards. So I put it upside down, but it's actually the opposite way. I have it all backwards, but that's okay. That's what happens when you're away and you don't pay attention to things. Okay, so now I'm going to use, full of life. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to want to put that full of life, and I'm going to like put it here, okay? So I'm going to add this. So first I'm going to add all the rub-ons. That's the first thing I'm doing, okay? And then I'm going to add like some wet colors. All right, so now what I did is, I mean, you could use these also, these words, but what I like doing with these is that I actually added them at the edge, okay? And what happened is that when I was doing them at the cottage. I didn't have a dryer with me, so everything was really wet. So it didn't come out as great. You can see some mistakes, but in this case, I actually can do this, and I think it's going to work out pretty well. And so I say, okay, you matter. I like that. So I like certain ones that, oh, I don't know if I'm in frame. I like certain ones that like kind of give me like encouragement. So things like courage and, whoops, you see that I missed some of the letterings there. I can go back always. So that's a nice thing that you can go back and kind of add things on it. Okay, keep on. So you just build and build and build onto things, okay? So that's what I like about it. Hope, life. I actually like this and this. So it's kind of creates like this movement again. Wonder and grow is perfect as well. So wonder, but I keep on moving it, okay? So and this, I have to put these, hold on, they're getting stuck. I mean, I could actually cut this up, but I'm trying to keep everything together because then I lose things. Oh, grow needs to be, I missed the G there. Okay, there we go. So there is also the word strong, I see. Strong, let's, anywhere, like anywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. There's both, they're both together. Anywhere. Oh, there's believe. Believe, the story, like there's so many, okay? So I'm not gonna add all of them, but as you can see, I went kind of higher up. I'm gonna add some here. My heart. And the story. So really important for me. Story is usually something that I really kind of have in my art journal, because my whole value is that, my whole thing is that I want to teach you guys how to tell your own story through art journaling. It's really important for me. So so that's something that I just kind of use all the time. I like the word celebrate. That's nice. So good. So the stick on the bottom when you place them. Yeah. Oh, celebrate didn't go all the way. So you see, I can go back and put it on again. Okay, there we go. It is sticking a little bit. I mean, I'm kind of like not following my own advice of actually, I like this. Okay, so I need to put some here. Strong. Here. Better. So you don't have to, as I said, use them this way. I just like the idea to create kind of a border that way, if that makes sense. So I like doing that. Fearless. I like fearless. Photos. Oh, sparkle is good. Connect. Spark. Hello. Oh, there we go. The one. Okay, there we go. So we have the one. And I think then I will just like show you what I did with the wet mediums. Okay, so, oops. And connect. Sparkle. Okay, there we go. I really like kind of adding things, you know, to create texture. So that's like, look, everything so far has been, oh, except for laughter, that kind of didn't go. Everything so far has been just with these. Laugh, photo. Okay, some of it is just sticking too much. I don't know why, but that's okay. Stay. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I just want to like just finish this only because I want to show you another, let me see. Oh, hello. That was the last one I wanted to do. Hello. Okay. So there we go. So as you can see, it's not perfect. Oh, and I just dropped it. It's not perfect, but it's kind of gives it the texture that I don't know, texture that I like. Now, you kind of want, you can leave it like this. Definitely you can leave it like this, but I obviously like adding a little bit of like the wet mediums. And what I did is I actually took these are water-soluble art crayons. These are called Keren Arch. These, I don't know, they're French, so I can't pronounce it because I don't speak French as well. Oh, I could also add some butterflies. Sorry, before I do that, let's add, should we add some butterflies? Because how can we not have a butterfly in this? So sorry, I forgot about that. So we can do maybe one little butterfly here. How can I not want a butterfly? Must have butterflies. And maybe one that is flying this way. And I want a third one because you should always have like a balance. So 1, 2, and then maybe this one going in different direction here. So definitely we need butterflies. And okay, there we go. So we did butterflies. And now what I like to do is I want to add a little bit of like color, kind of like watercolor. So you could definitely use watercolor. The reason why I like these is because it's a little bit easier. It's more, I can control them more, okay, if that makes sense. So for example, I'm going to start with a little bit of this lime color. And the color might not be exact, but you'll see what I mean when you blend it, it will be really nice. So I'm going to add a little bit of water here on my mat and just kind of blend the color. So it kind of creates a watercolor. Okay. So what it does, and I'm only adding it first at the edges because it blends it in. Now, again, you don't have to do this part, but if you like, you know, getting the wet, the messy, then this is the idea to do it. And it kind of creates like a halo, if that makes sense. So you can actually kind of create a little bit of a halo around, not a halo, I don't know how to explain what you call that. Okay, so they blend really nicely. You can use any water soluble color, or you could use things like watercolors, as I said, but look how pretty this looks. So I just use a little bit of water, or you can also use a paintbrush. Okay, you don't have to like only. So I could like wet a paintbrush and just color with it, but I like doing that. So it's kind of builds on the color, okay? And I'll show you a really neat trick that you can do with these crayons, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit on this side as well. And this is how I'm gonna be kind of covering the color. Need more water. I can spray directly on it, but I'm really trying to kind of control how much I'm putting on. And if you have like the exact colors, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But I don't always have the exact colors. Oh, it's so nice. They blend so nicely together. Yeah. So it kind of creates this really beautiful watercolor-like effect, right? So does that make sense? So it's kind of like a halo. I call it a halo, but it's not really, right? Oh, I like that a lot. I'm going to add a little bit of blue here. And you can see, so I just want to say, like, I listed this art journal, but any art journal that has like really thick watercolor paper, hopefully 300 GSM or 140 pounds or more will work for this. I didn't even prep my page. I didn't do anything to this page. It's just basically just the journal. I'm just turning it around so I can get around here. So you want like a watercolor paper. That's the best to use. And you want it, or a mixed media paper. It could be Bristol. This is something that will not, like, you know, get ruined when you're adding the water. Like the Rub-ons can go on anything, but the watercolor, you want it to like blend, okay, if that makes sense. And these like are really creamy. It's amazing. Okay, so I kind of created, sorry, I have this. I kind of created, you see the same effect is here, but just in a different color, okay? I did add a lot more to this one than I did to the other one. And I'm just, and you can also add black, which I don't think I want to do. I just like the few hints of black just kind of lying around. And in these two, for this one, I actually use these two colors. Okay, so you can see I kind of blended the orange and the magenta, and they kind of blended with the design here, which was great. So it's a really small set. It's like a little tiny set, but it's perfect. And I actually, because I took it, it was perfect to take for traveling. So what I did is I took this on, like, you know, you could even take this on a plane if you're going. And this is a really neat trick that I did. You can see some stamping. So I actually, what I did is I colored on this with the actual crayon. So you can just literally add some color. Okay, so I used the blue one here. In this case, I used the pink, but okay. And then, oops, you can grab, I even stuck this script stamp to the back of this box. So you can take them individually. So I wet it a little bit. And then all you have to do is just basically stamp with it. So you see, it just stamps. It creates that design. So I can add some more. Okay, so this is a neat trick you can do with any water-soluble pencil, is that you can make it kind of look like it was, you know, like script, wet stamping or something. Okay, and it creates this nice design. So, and I love using script stamps in my journals, and yeah, because they create this like really vintage look. I'm gonna use a little bit of the green as well. So yeah, just to kind of match a little bit of the green. Here we go. How cool is that? And oh, didn't go on. There we go. So, I mean, how simple. So literally I used 3 products. Obviously the journal, I'm not counting the journal, but I used the Rub-ons, one set of the Rub-ons. I didn't even use the whole set. I mean, there's still so much left that I could use for another project. I used these coloring pencils and the stamp. Honestly, like I could have even done without the stamp. It would have been just fine without it. And I could have, but I just like to show you this really nice effect that you can do with the stamp, where you can stamp with these crayons as well. So if you're taking it and you want to create some kind of design with them, you can do that as well. And look at that. I basically finished this whole journal and it didn't even take me half an hour. And if you want to protect them to make sure that they don't dry, I mean, they don't stick to each other, then just, you can add some microglaze. So I'm just like this, I'm just going to add some microglaze on top. So I'm just doing that so that way they don't stick to each other. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. I really love how it turned out, both in the blue and in this one. And I think I'm going to go back and put some of the stitches here as well, because I really like all the designs here. So if you really like that one and you want to see how I created this page during my travels, then you can click this video that I'm linking right here. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today, and have an amazing day, everyone.